Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Quickly to the air is Wilson.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
And just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run. But catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 136 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Throwing to start the drive. Curran. It's Williams on the catch.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd down. Curran. It's Rodgers here with a grab. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller.
And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give to Spiller. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Isaiah Spiller capping things off with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Up the gut, Fournette. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back during your salad days in Evansville.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Throwing again. Curran. He's got it to Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
To number 18. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Zach Wilson
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Bucs have moved out in front.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers getting set to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Caught left side, Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Curran, he's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Curran. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the interception, here's Wilson. It's grabbed over the middle by White.
Complete to number 87. 4 yards, only pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Now it's Wilson.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
14 yards that time for number 14. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 1st down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Fournette running right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
From the 9, 2nd and
5. Again, it's Fournette. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
The point after is good, and it's now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a gain of 7.
Back to throw again.
3rd and 3.
Throw complete there. Rodgers. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. To throw on 2nd down. Curran. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
First and 10 at the 16.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Curran to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
From the gun on 3rd down. Curran to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
More from L.A. in a moment.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hit him in.
It's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Curran got his man. It's Williams.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down. Curran
finds Spiller on the check down. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Isaiah Spiller. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
looking to throw. Curran. He finds his target, Allen. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, Curran. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw on second down, Curran. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out, and there's the veteran bruiser, the running back Leonard Fournette.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw again is Wilson. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Mike, it's been this negative as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the lead now 11, 24-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start out west in the City of Angels with Arizona in town for an NFC West matchup. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
On third down, it's Spiller.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up 3rd down and
On third down, Curran. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run here with Spiller.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
a 6-yard pickup.
Again, it's Spiller.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd.
They'll look to run with Spiller.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Isaiah Spiller
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
They're going to try and run with Spiller. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now a handoff coming left to Spiller, and he'll get this to the 32.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down, and he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Curran. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
They run behind center with Spiller.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
right back to Spiller on second down.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now Wilson on first down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 35.
113 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Dumps it off for Spiller. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Operating from the gun, Curran. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Curran. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll leave the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. just get rid of it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Curran. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. That's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. And even 60 yards.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
On 1st and 10, Curran.
Complete yet again to Spiller.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Spiller.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
More from L.A. in a moment. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Curran. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
They'll toss this out right for Spiller.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Curran. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Brown. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he
Xander Horvath taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. It's grabbed over the middle by White.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So the Chargers now down by 7, a little under a minute to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw complete there. Rodgers. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Back to throw.
He gets this out to Spiller.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And that's caught by Williams. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game.